All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. Today's video is a little bit different. It's not necessarily as much drama filled. It's not necessarily roster updates, roster drama, and it's because the games start tomorrow, 5 a.m. Eastern. If you guys are obviously going from North America to London, you're going to be on a bit of a jet lag, or if you're waking up that early to watch the games, your sleep schedule is probably going to be cooked. However, Sunday, the games are going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern, so it makes a little bit more sense for them. So the match point finals will be at a good time. However, the group stages are going to be very, very early in the morning for you guys. So if you guys want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends esports related, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. I'm definitely not in my underwear for this one. I woke up pretty late, and I was late to the game. Got to get a lot of work done, so I had to jump on it. Thankfully, the camera only records from the chest up. But if you guys want to stay up to date, did I already say like the video, subscribe to the channel? I forgot to put the plug animation in. Nonetheless, go ahead and dive right into it. First thing I wanted to make mention of was my ALGS Pickems. You guys might not be aware, ALS is doing a little bit of like a Pickems challenge. Now, this is kind of like in its, pre-birth stage. It's early stage, it's alpha stage, I guess. So I'm sure this will probably change over time. But the way that I have it set up right now is that you can do your little whole top picks for group stages. You can do your top picks for losers round one, top picks for winners, top picks for champs, and all of this stuff for the finals. So you can basically update these things as we know the teams that are going to be playing each and every day. So I made the pick. This is a little, now that I look back at this, I realize my picks kind of suck, but I think it's not too late. I could go change them. I might go change them, but as of right now, my top most kills, I've got Fun, I've got Guild, I've got Aiden the Destroyer. Now I know you may be looking at this and say, why would you pick Aiden? Aiden, obviously, I know you guys know Aiden is good, but you know, where's the Hal? Like, where's the Verhulst, right? Where's the controller fraggers that are of the, other organizations that we all know and love? Well, the reason that I picked Aiden is because Oxygen has been like #1 in scrims. They've been doing incredible. If you guys did not see our video the other day, international scrims were going on and Oxygen esports were winning the scrims, believe it or not. So I'm actually pretty like impressed right now with Oxygen. We'll see how things go and see how they continue, but nonetheless, I mean, you can't disregard how good that they have playing, how good they've been playing, and I really think that Oxygen has a good chance at winning this. But on the flip side, so for most kills, I picked Aiden, I picked Guild, I picked Fun, just because I had to put someone from Xset up on there. And but then for most damage, I did put Imperial Hal. Now that I'm reading this, I probably should have put Hal in most kills because I feel like he's always like kill leader to some degree, and I probably should have put someone else in damage leading. But Hal for the most damage that I did put. Oxygen, I also put Aiden again. And wild card picked, I picked Phony just because I feel like FaZe is going to have a good day, not necessarily because, Phony is off the walls compared to some of these other guys. I just feel like FaZe is going to have a great day. I'm also thinking for most damage, I probably should have put like Sweet Dreams just because I know he likes to abuse the charge rifle here at LAN a lot. And then for least damage taken, I went with a team that, is always notorious for playing slow zone at LAN. 100 Thieves always likes, they always like to rotate really early, camp really early. Now, obviously, I've not watched their VODs in a while. I have no idea if they've even switched this play style. They might even be, in edge zone nowadays. I have no idea. But last I remember, these guys were the most passive people in the entire LAN event world for Apex. So I feel like they would take the least damage. Those are my picks. I kind of fumbled the bag, though, with not picking any Furia at all. But interested to see what you guys think or what your picks may have been as well. I know my picks probably suck. I'm probably going to go back and change a lot of them, honestly. Also wanted to mention, just in case you guys missed it, our official schedule. This is going to be starting 5 a.m. Eastern. I mentioned this. Now, the groups that we're having playing, C versus D is going to be first, so we're obviously kicking it off. If you guys did not see these groups, we've got TSM in C, we've got Complexity in C, you've got Dreamfire, Optic Gaming, Vexed, Fnatic. So you've got a lot of stacked teams in C. And then in D, you're going to have Pioneers, you're going to have Furia, you're going to have FaZe, you're going to have E6, you got Luminosity. So you've got a lot of fan favorite teams starting it off with the first map. So I really like that they're doing this. I feel like it gets people, pretty engaged to start off with. First thing people are going to do is want to see how TSM are doing. I like that they're starting it off first. Now, right after that, you're going to have a lunch break. So they're going to play their 6 matches and, calculate their points. Then you're going to go in A versus B, which is Dark Zero. You've got Fun 1, 2, 3. You've got Leave No Witness that we've seen for, the last LAN. They keep qualifying, of course. You've got NRG. You've got Aurora. You've got Xset. You've got Northception, a great APAC North team. You've got Fire Beavers that did not make Split 1 last time because of the visa issues. You've got Oxygen Esports, 100 Thieves. You've got a lot of good teams in that category as well. So we're starting it off day number 1 with absolute bangers. Now, another team people are on the lookout for is His Watson. His Watson, obviously, we talked about this. everybody's been discussing how much of a rank grinder he used to be, didn't have a chance at last year's champs, shocked the world with their great performance. Then you come into split 1 playoffs, they don't qualify. Finally they do qualify for split 2 playoffs. He posted yesterday, I can't say I ever thought I'd be doing any of this. Very grateful and excited to decimate tomorrow. I'm so interested to see how Furia does. Kind of root for them, to be honest with you. Also, Monsoon, 4 years of not competing at LAN under my own banner. Last even I was on the analyst desk, and this time I'm back for vengeance. Sick as a dog, but that doesn't matter. The setup is feeling clean. Let's go. Excited to see how Complexity performs. Honestly, if I had to pick one, and no hate towards anyone at all, but like my gut is just saying Complexity's gonna have a bad day. I don't know why. And then Phony also posting back again. This guy obviously coming from the ESA roster has been a great pickup for FaZe. He's been a great addition. We'll see how FaZe can pick it up and how well they can do. Hot take on one of the best coaches right now, Team XSET. We are free from tape prison. I'm looking for XSET to have a massive day. XSET is just always been on top of their game consistently. Also, a little bit of a hot take. So those are all the pro players that are tweeting from the event. They're getting ready to play. They're actually playing scrims right now as we speak. They just started a couple of minutes ago. So this was coming from an esports hot take. Because we're getting ready to watch we're all thinking, yeah, we're going to watch these games tomorrow, right? And that's true. I wanted to get your take on this. How important are casters? Esports hot take. This guy's an Apex esports caster, apparently. I've actually never even seen this guy, and I've watched all the Apex stuff. I'm kind of dumbfounded how I've never recognized him. I guess maybe he's just not one of the big ones. Anyways, casters are the least important part of a broadcast, he says, and they should be paid like it. Admins, observers, and production are way more essential to a broadcast. I thought it was one of the wildest takes ever. Although I understand, in order for a broadcast to be ran, who is broadcasting, is maybe not necessarily the most important as much as, who knows what they're doing as an admin, who knows what they're doing as an observer or production, whatever. However, I just feel like, there's so much enrichment that comes from a good caster. People love, when Fallout was on the casting mic, versus some of the other people. When you look at Call of Duty, people love when Merc and Maven are on, love when Miles and Chance are on. And you look at all other games, people have their favorite casters, right? People have their favorite, these casters to some degree become like their own, personalities, and people like to follow those people as well. So I don't really know. I feel like maybe this is a little bit of a bad take, but interested to see what you guys have to say. Also wanted to mention, just coming from the tier 2 scene, we've had a lot of drama lately for these people competing in scrims. Apparently there's this notion that you want people in your scrims that are good but not too good, and if you are too good, we want you to slow down and not wipe the lobby, which is a weird way to think about it. I understand you want to force end games, but telling people to you're doing too good and that you're not really happy with that. So first off, you had this guy, first scrims back in 3 weeks, 69 points. These guys were popping off. They're getting ready for LCQ games as well. Then you look at this Renee almost got kicked out of scrims in our first scrims back after not playing for 2 weeks. When I was new to comp, I saw teams getting 20 plus kills. I never complained. I just wanted to watch and learn. And these people all saying, you guys are just simply better, but they were apparently almost getting kicked for doing so good. And then I also saw people saying another thing in the the women's scene that they were playing, and one of these women teams were just way better than the rest. They were actually getting complained about to the admins, and the admins stepped in the mid scrim in their voice chat and told them to change their play style or they were gonna be kicked. And I'm just like, why are we policing the way people play? To a degree, you just feel like maybe these teams are, if they can't handle it, then they're probably not good enough to be playing this to begin with. But I don't know. I understand some people want to force the end games, but interested to see what you guys have to say about that. Lastly, just kind of wanted to make mention, a lot of talk about whether it's easier or not to go pro in Apex versus other games. And when you think of, someone posted this crying just because I saw someone say Apex is easy to go pro in compared to other esports. And I honestly, this might be a hot take, but I feel like it kind of is to some degree. And the only reason I say that is because a lot of esports today are a little bit more gatekept with franchising and such, and it's a lot more difficult to get involved, especially when you Call of Duty is one of the worst franchises right now, where there's just so much gatekeeping in the challenger scene, and you don't really get a chance to show your shot or shoot your shot or anything. And Apex is a game, luckily enough, where you can come rawly out of the challenger circuit, you can qualify right into the pro league, and if you're good enough, you just win and you just stay around. It's just as simple as that. And I like that you can get in pretty easily, but only if you're good enough. Versus some other, you could argue in the Call of Duty scene, there's a lot of teams that are good enough that simply the way the format works, they don't have a chance to do it. Now, being that Apex is extremely difficult with all the RNG, with Battle Royale and how to manage that, I think it's definitely a harder game but I would say the format of Apex to go pro in is a little bit easier. Now I will say it's probably a little bit harder in order to make a full living off of, maybe. I don't know. Interested to see what you guys have to say about that though, and also our schedule and the games and your predictions. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys are thinking. Like the video if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends esports related. And until the next time, I will see you all later, Gators.